Hi, I'm Cayleigh from createwithcayleigh.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make this shaker card. What I've done is use the large letter framelit dies to cut out the word so that the frame that you see is the word love. And then when the glitter gets right, you can just see the word. So I have decided to do a different word today. I am using the word dream and I'm using the cardstock Tranquil Tide. So I'm going to take the letters from the large letter framelit dies and lay them out. And I want to kind of position them, so I'm going to use one of the grid lines so that they're all in line, and then I'm going to position them so they're equal distance apart. Yep, my M is upside down. Okay, so when I'm happy with that, I'm just going to take some washi tape and adhere these together. Now you can use things like low tack tape, but I like to use what I've got lying around, and I have got tons of washi tape because I love to buy it and the stuff just never runs out. So I'm going to just do that again. I want it to have 2 layers so that it stays in place. Now if you notice, I'm not having it really go over the letters, and I am just going to trim away the bits here. This is just to help have the least amount of washi tape so that when I pull it off my project it doesn't rip my card. Now the next thing we're going to do to make sure it doesn't rip our card is we're just going to go over with our finger and press onto the washi tape in a bid to kind of remove as much of the stickiness as we can. Now you could, if you wanted, use something like a little bit of tissue just to kind of help. I'm going to use a little bit of an old baby wipe that's dried out and just try and take off some of the sticky. Now again, this is just going to make sure that you don't rip your cardstock when you're peeling it off. And because this is old, it's dried out, we're not wetting it, we're just hopefully taking off some of those bits of stick. In my experience, masking tape, low tack tape, I don't think it's that much strength and difference from washi tape. The Stampin' Up washi tape can be quite sticky, but I just want to make sure that I'm not going to damage my project. So then I'm just going to take a piece of card. This is 3 inches by A4 width minus a quarter. My card base is, sorry, wrong piece, 6.5 inches by an A4 width and scored at 3 1/4. So for this I'm going to need my Big Shot. I've also got my magnetic platform because it's really good for this card to make sure that the letters stay where you want them to stay. So I'm just going to layer them up. Put my cardstock down first and then pick up my letters and just position them onto the cardstock. Now this is something you could do really with any letter for any occasion. And it just makes a nice, simple, quick card, but that's something a bit personal and a bit special. You could, if you wanted, do these one by one. I just find it's easier to do all of the letters in one go. So there we go. Now we just need to peel this off. Now, as you can see, because it's not that sticky, it's coming off quite easily. But you just need to take a bit of care, go slowly and peel them back. As such. So on this one, I just need to pop out the card just a little bit, the letter. And it's just that slow peel we're looking for. And as you can see, we've not damaged any of the cardstock. Now we just need to pop the letters out. Like so. Now, for some of these letters, they have what I call innards. For example, the A, you need to make sure you pop out the A and pop out the innard. We're going to put the letters to the side, but we're going to keep the innards. And all I do is I lay the A and put the innard just underneath so I can see what my innard is. So R and D both have the innard pieces as well. And this is just, you don't need to have the innards. I just find that it makes it look a little bit more natural if you can see the full wad. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to glue my acetate on my window sheet to the card base. And I have just realised I don't think I trimmed that letter down enough, so I will just do that now. So I'm just going to trim a quarter off each edge. I don't think I measured this correctly to begin with, but no problems. And there we go, I've now got the right size card. And all we're going to do is going to take some Tombow wet glue and we're going to run it along the edge of the card. I've picked up an extra one. Now we don't need much Tombow, I'm just going to run it along the edge like this. Because we're using acetate, it could smear a little bit if we put too much on. So I don't want it to spread. So I'm just putting little dots on. I'm going to take out acetate and just run it on the top. And this dries with about 10 seconds. Just want to spread that down. And then what we're going to take is we're going to take some foam adhesive strips. These are fantastic for doing shaker cards. They make it so easy because you can just cut the foam strips to the length of the card that you need. And I'm cutting two at the same time because obviously I need to do both sides. And where they're just the right size, you're going to get a really nice edge. And you're not going to have any of those little bits of gold flakes escaping. So all you want to do is run this along the edge of the project, as so. And do the same on the bottom half. And this is just creating a nice little frame for the shaker card. And do the same, just roughly measure where you need it to be. And stick it down. And this frame just means that you're going to have no escapes. Now if you've cut it just a little bit too long like I have, simply go in and just trim away the excess. And once we've done this, we are just going to peel the backings off, because like 3D foam, it has easy backings. And I like to peel this away before I put my flakes in so that I am ready to go. So all my back's peeled off. Now I'm just going to burnish the fold, and I am going to open the card back up and I'm going to pour the gold foil glitter onto the card base. Now I want these to be central, so I am just going to take the bone folder and move these into the centre of the card. Now I'm doing this because I don't want the glitter to get trapped underneath the sticky sides. I'm just going to take my card base and adhere it so that it's just got a little bit of an edge, and press down. Now I'm going to take my centres and adhere these down. You can leave it just as is. I like to have the centres personally, but it's all personal preference. Just a smidge of glue, we don't need very much. And just need to lay these down as they would be. in the die. Don't worry if you smidge any, we'll be able to rub that away once it's all dried. And there you have the shaker card. Now before I give it, I like to make sure that I've given it a good shake, make sure everything's working. And I think this Tranquil Tide with the gold foil really works to create a nice bright image. I'm going to leave this one plain. You could decorate it up if you wish, you could add a little bit of sentiment, but I want it to be really nice and bold and have the dream stand out. If you see any products here today that you'd like to purchase and you live in the UK, please get in touch. I would love to earn your custom. The measurements for this card will all be on the blog, so please check there. The link is in the description. And if you've liked the video, please hit subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.